Jack? Can we just sit down and talk about all this?
Yeah. I didn't come round to talk, Abby.
Please.
I just want to collect a few personal items and then I'll be out of your way.
5 minutes! It might help you to understand.
Oh, I understand all
No,
right.
I don't think you do. I have to protect William's interests.
Even if you end up doing the exact opposite of everything you stood for, everything I thought you stood
Look, Leo,
for.
I have turned my back on William for too long.
Yeah, and what about Thomas?
Oh, I'm not turning my back on him.
Neither am I.
I hope it doesn't come to it, but if you're going to be unreasonable, perhaps we'll just have to let the courts decide.
Decide what? If the best place for a child is with a mother whose only values seem to be monetary.
That's unfair.
Is it?
You know it is!
The only thing I know is I'm not giving up on Thomas. And if you want to drag us through the courts, then that's fine by me.
Laura! How are you?
It's none of your business.
I've just heard about the situation with David Rolton. I'm extremely sorry.
Are you?
How much did you lose again? 300,000. It's an awful lot of money.
It may be to you, Ken, but I shall survive.
Morning, Jenny.
You're looking pleased with yourself.
Yes. I just bumped into Laura Wilde.
How is she?
Well and truly stung after being let down by David Rotten. You should have seen her face.
And you couldn't stop yourself from rubbing it in?
Not the way that woman operates. It's about time she was on the receiving end.
You wouldn't dismiss it so lightly if you were, though, would you, Ken?
I was.
But you didn't come out of it as badly as Laura or Avril.
I could have.
You still might, so I wouldn't gloat about it if I were you.
What's that supposed to mean?
That fax arrived just after I got in. You better read it. It's urgent.
Oh, damn. That's all I need.
Right, well, now I suppose we have to take into account this outstanding loan of yours.
Well, I've already taken that into account. It's here on this separate balance sheet.
Oh. I seem to recall we agreed interest at, what was it, 3 points above base?
No, 1 point above base.
Well, I don't want to get into an auction with you, Gerald. If you maintain I agreed that figure, I'm quite happy to stand by it.
Oh, no, look, you don't owe me anything, Charles. If you think it was 3 points, we'll stick with 3 points.
Well, why don't we split the difference and call it 1.5 points?
No, let's stick with 3 points, shall we?
If that's what you really want. Right, I'll get my broker to verify the share price at the close of business today, and my accountant can forward a check for the outstanding balance.
Thank you.
Assuming, of course, that you honor your side of the contract.
Well, that goes without saying.
Yes, quite. Nevertheless, you have had access to a vast amount of confidential information over very many years, so any payment in lieu of your stock options would be on the strict understanding that you maintain absolute confidentiality.
I don't need a lecture on business ethics, Charles.
No, I would hope not. You know, we've been friends as well as business associates for almost 25 years. I was hoping that rather than agreeing to a resignation settlement, you might have reconsidered.
No, I'm afraid not.
Even though you've totally misunderstood my motives for disputing the will?
Oh, I don't think so.
I would never do anything to hurt Abby.
And yet you're willing to deny her and William
their rightful inheritance.
I simply don't want to see either of them end up being used.
Neither do I.
If that means that you think I would use Abby, then you are wrong.
Am I?
Yes, of course you damn well are. But if you persist in viewing it differently, there's nothing left for me to say. Except to wish you the very best of luck in your future business endeavors.
Thank you.
Do you know what you'll be doing?
I'm considering several offers.
I assume there's no substance to the rumors about your accepting a position with Relton Marine?
I should be issuing a formal press statement to announce my decision. I've no intention of doing so now.
I see. Well, I hope you come to the right decision. Not one that you might regret. Yes?
Mrs. Howard is here to see you.
I'll ask her to come in, please, Fiona. I've enjoyed working with you, Gerald.
Yes.
Sorry it's had to end the way it has.
So am I.
Keep in touch. Jan, it's lovely to see you again. How are you?
I'm absolutely furious. You're absolutely sure nothing was stolen?
Nothing whatsoever. Not as far as we know, anyway.
Tom's designs?
All on computer disk along with mine.
And nobody could have broken into the security system?
Not without knowing the password.
Besides, the police reckon the computer equipment wasn't tampered with, so I don't know what the intruder was after.
Just doesn't make sense, does it? Oh, I'm late for that meeting. If you have any new information...
We'll let you know.
Immediately.
Okay, Avril.
Bye, Bill.
Oh,
See you later, Leo.
You don't think we ought to have a word with Tony about it all?
Oh, don't start going on about Tony again, please, Bill.
Well, he did leave Jack's party before anyone else.
So that doesn't mean to say he was involved in the yard's break-in, does it?
Maybe, maybe not. But for my money, that makes him a prime suspect.
Do you know, I never realised your middle name was Sherlock.
Doesn't have to be. There's something about him, you mark my words.